Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Bears 17, Colts 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big pickup of 38. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Play action. It's McDonald. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done. But
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 76 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise? It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Bears 31, Colts 14. Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Indianapolis.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Wentz now on first down. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
To Paris Campbell.
That's good for 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Josh Jones in on the stop. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Now Wentz. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
28.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round. But when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, B. Tighten up. 45's the mark. I got you. I got you. Check 45's the mark. Check 4, Tokyo.
Throwing his Wentz. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
From the gun on third down, Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the bootleg. McDonald. His throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. McDonald. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Bears 45, Colts 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Santos lining up for the extra point.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down.
First and 10, Taylor now. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry, but I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Wentz now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coach, you always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot in this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From the gun, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
At their 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Off play action. McDonald. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And goal to go.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
McDonald sets to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 10 yards out. And the Bears add on.
The extra point.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st down, it's Taylor. weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They go play action with McDonald. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing is McDonald. He'll drop this down to Williams. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55.
On 3rd down, McDonald. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
11-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Darius Leonard on the...
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Off the bootleg. McDonald. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Corey Willis. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. One final try now for Wentz. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.